top, but obviously the compete, but the will, and it was a courageous effort. It really was. Because after that first hit of the game, takes the ball off the calf, and there was a little bit of cramping or tightness, and you see him run down the line, his first at bat, and I thought his calf gave way, so he refused to come out of the game, and there were some things that out of his control, defensively, but for him to keep his focus and continue to compete and get guys out, give us length, and go 7 innings. I can't say enough about that effort, and we needed it tonight.
When he pulled up lame running to first, was it directly related to being hit in the calf in that first at bat?
It was, and it was one of those where he was gonna try for more to get down the line, as he's always trying to hustle down the line, and as he was trying to get for more, he felt it and just kind of gave up on it and didn't want to try to push it for fear of straining it. So obviously that was a good decision, and I had a watchful eye on him, those entire 7 innings, and just making sure, even with the front side, I think if it was the back leg, I don't know if he could have kept going, but it was the front, his land leg, but still to be able to not be able to get over on his front side, that was kind of my fear, because then it might lead to something else injury-wise. But he felt confident, the training staff felt confident, but again, it was a courageous effort.
Is it considered a cramp? Is it a contusion? What is he dealing with?
I think it's a contusion. And obviously when it's cold out there, it starts to tighten up, and then you're worried about a strain. So the training staff rubbed it out, put some heat on it, put a wrap on it, and so we kept checking with him each inning, and he still felt good to go back out there.
Anytime you see him not perfectly okay physically, do you hold your breath?
I do, and I think that Honey or I think Farhan, people, it's just when he pitches, I heard it before, it's one of our most stressful days, because it's a day that, when he pitches, we need to win. And obviously in the first inning, the first hitter or something like that happens, then it affects a lot of things that night and the next day. So for him to give us 7 innings was huge.
The way the offense responded to pick him up?
Yeah, you know what? I thought that there's not a whole lot of familiarity with Tyler, and the kid pitched well and competed, and they went to their bullpen and matched up with us, but we got some big hits when we needed.
The infield single from Cody Bellinger, doesn't matter, it's a line drive in the box score.
It is, and it was interesting to see. I don't know if I would have given him the 3-0 green light if we didn't have the lead, but right there I felt, I knew it was going to be a big swing, and so he let it eat and cued it, but he got down that line. He was sniffing that hit. So, yeah, it's a line drive in the book, so he got the first one out of the way.
Do you like the aggression from JT to score on Adrian's ball?
I do. And I think that just says, something about the player, where, last night he makes an aggressive play, gets to second base, then again he makes an aggressive play and gets thrown out to end the game last night, but continues to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And today, to get the lead off third base, to read the throw to second base to Crawford, and to still try to advance to home and make Crawford make a perfect throw to get him, that was obviously the deciding run, and credit to JT.
Dave, Clayton's body language when mistakes are happening on the infield, the run scores, you can see his body language. Does that set the tone for guys to say, hey, let's pick it up? He doesn't have to say anything necessarily.
I think so. He's already intense the day he walks into the clubhouse on his start day, and he knew what this game meant for us, and it was a must-win for us. We needed to win this game, and some of the things that were going on, we needed to turn the focus up a little bit, because when you're talking about pitchers and pitch counts and things like that, every out's important, and so it affects the pen and also that day starter. So Clayton obviously was a little bit frustrated, but that's the compete